Guess who woke up when I was trying to film? Guess who woke up? This monster. It says it right there. Monster. I just want to preface before we get into this video, the intro is a little long. I'm giving you lots of information about the Zoom classes that I am hosting, so just bear with me to the end. I promise it's a lot of information, but it's good information, so stick around, right? Stick around. Stick around. He's so unimpressed. Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Emma LaFave, and today I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into my October Patreon workshop. So for those of you who don't know, I have a Patreon where I do exclusive tutorials that are not on YouTube, live streams, and a few months ago I added a tier where you get a 90-minute Zoom face-to-face watercolor workshop. I have to say it's been so much fun finally teaching people face-to-face. That was originally my goal in 2019 for 2020, and then well, you all know what happened, the pandemic. So that wasn't possible, and now I have a second little one at home. So again, in-person workshops are a little tricky at the moment, but I think I found a good way to teach people face-to-face, and that is over a Zoom watercolor workshop through Patreon. So before we jump into the time lapse of what you guys will be learning in this workshop this month, I just want to give you a rundown of the perks you will be getting if you sign up for one of my workshops on Patreon. So like I said, the workshops are 90 minutes. They are every third Sunday of the month, and I do an afternoon one and an evening one, 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They are both suited for all skill levels, whether you're brand new to it or you've had a little bit more experience. I go at the pace you want me to go, and the best thing about it is that you guys get to show me your work over Zoom, and I can help you as we go along. So far I've done 3 watercolor workshops through Patreon, and with that you get a printable of the workbook that we work through. So you get a PDF file that you can print off yourself. Last month we did florals, detailed versus loose florals. Before that we did some water landscapes, and then the first month I did it with some of my basic florals. This month I'm going to be teaching how to paint some fall florals and turning it into this beautiful fall wreath, which you are about to see through a time-lapse video once I'm done my little spiel here. So let me just tell you a couple of the perks you get when you sign up for the Zoom tier on my Patreon. It is $50 Canadian for the month, so it might be a little bit less depending on where you are in the world. Like I said, you get that 90-minute Zoom workshop where you get to talk face-to-face, ask questions throughout. You get the PDF printable of the workbook we work through. It goes through techniques and then step-by-step of what we will be learning, the flowers, the breakdown, whatever the subject is for that month. And the class is only 10 people maximum, so it is nice and small and intimate, so it gives you a chance to ask the questions that you need to. The great other perks that you may be overlooking once you join the Zoom tier is that you have access to all the other perks of all my other tiers. So you get the extra Patreon exclusive tutorial, the live stream, and any printables I have for that month. But that's not all. You also have access to every other exclusive tutorial and live stream and printables that I have put out on Patreon over the past year. As for the previous workshops, you do not get the previous recordings of the sessions because I do want to keep it, what's the word, like authentic to the people who are there. But you do get the PDFs that you can print off from all the previous workshops. So with that $50, you are getting every other booklet and all that other fun stuff that you get on Patreon. Not to mention you get to speak to me face to face. And I have to say, it's so nice finally talking to people face to face after so long of just talking to my camera like I'm doing now. It can get a little awkward at times, but I finally get to know you guys face to face, and it's so special and so much fun. So if you're interested in joining October's Patreon Zoom workshop, click the Patreon link in the description. Check out all the tiers. Make sure you read the descriptions of the tier and sign up if that's what you want to do. Like I said, for this month, we are going to be painting this beautiful wreath, but to start, we are going to be breaking down each individual flower on this wreath, how to paint them step by step, and then I go about how to kind of arrange a wreath and figure out the composition and placement that you want. So it's going to be a fun month. I'm very excited. I'm going to stop talking now because you're probably sick of me, and let's just jump right into the time lapse of me painting this wreath.